Hey guys, Toaster back. Got a game here for you in my Type 61. I had some other aces, but the Watt replays, the way the replays work and everything, I just could not get them to work. I've tried everything, and I could not download the other version. So I might send them to Bonzi, see if he wants to record them or whatever, but right now we're on steps. We're in my Type 61, which I have. This is the first game that I've actually got it fully kitted out. It's elite right now, and so as their light tank goes and dies. But his name's Derpy. Probably a good name for him. But I like this tank. It's got a 360 Alpha gun, and it has it reloads in under 7 seconds, and it's got 258 millimeters of pen on a tier 9, which is great. And if you load the heat, it's got 360, and more importantly, it's got 1185 shell velocity meters per second. And so we're just going for some blind shots here, and this game's going to turn ugly pretty quick. But yeah, I like it. It's got a huge cupola, as you can see, and that is a weak spot, but the rest of the turret's pretty solid, so it's kind of made to be somewhat of a sniper. It's a little like maybe a bargain basement leopard or something, and the gun seems to be fairly accurate, but only if you fully aim it, and you're going to see that in this game. There's times and places where it is not very accurate with snapshots. So I'm really surprised that AC-48 did not spot me. I don't know if he's running a fully trained crew or not, but anyway, he did not spot me. So we'll see this Lanson later on. But it is encounter. The enemy's on the base, and it's 1-2 right now. We're down 3,000 HP. And quite frankly, I didn't really notice until all the heavies died, spoiler alert, that we were going to be in trouble. And so, yeah, that's kind of the way she goes, and we miss yet another snapshot. So anyway, fully aim this thing. It's got good gun depression. It's also really nimble. Got no hull armor whatsoever, but I play American tanks, so that's kind of a norm for me, to not have any hull armor. But as you can see, we miss yet another snapshot, and suddenly it's 1-5, and we're down 6,000 HP or 5,500 HP. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit. We have a Barask in the middle, but the enemy has won this other side, and these guys come pouring into the center. Why do they do that? Because they know that we've probably got anybody that was here is running, right? So they have free reign, and from over on this side of the map, you cannot hit these guys unless they come up the side of the valley. So they're making a very intelligent play, and that's a play that you should make if you see this situation on steps, particularly from this side, but kind of from either side. If your team wins this side, you can get up into this area for free and dogpile anybody that is trying to hold the middle. So just a little tip for you. And we missed the Charfateur. That might have been me. It looks like I hit a little bit behind the Charfateur. And so we're at 0 damage, and it's 2-6. And we are losing HP. Now 2-7. We're losing HP like crazy. And there is Tony's first shot of damage on this Lorraine that is in the wide open. We're able to hit him again, but we do get lit for it. So now it's just a matter of really playing defensively and seeing how much HP we can hone off the enemy team here. And to me, it's looking like not a lot, right? It's 2-8 now. Now it's 2-9, and this is kind of where the fun begins, right? The AMX, I should have shot him in side turret. And that was my mistake. But we go for a cupola shot here, and we miss it. But we're immediately loading the gold rounds, because the gold rounds on this thing, as this guy does give us side turret, have, what, 330 or 340 pen? 330 penetration. And with the speed at which you can fire, probably other tanks, I might not have survived this, but I survived it because I could put enough firepower out that guys were not willing to push me. And the position that I'm in is actually quite good. They don't really have any snipers back here because they've already won this side. So had there been a sniper back there, we would have probably not held this position. But we're just holding it because we're not getting punished. And we take a couple of silly shots from the enemy here. I really want to get rid of this T-77. If you don't know, the T-77 is actually a autoloader, but this Lanson's pinned me, so I want to back him off first. So again, and I find out that the T-77 is firing HE, so I kind of worry about him a little less, but we're going to put a blind shot in here and see if we can catch him. Unfortunately not. But I see on the backside we've got a T-34-3, and it looks like he's just fired. I wasn't paying attention enough to know that he had fired, but the Progetto was firing at him, so I had assumed he had fired. So we're able to take him out, and we're back to standard rounds now. And we're going to feather a shot into this Lanson C, which is going to be really helpful to keep him at bay. So... And I think here I actually hit the building. Now things are still dire. They're capping. They've got an AC-48 pushed up. And we have 4 guys left on our team. So you got to make a decision, right? You got to either clear this side or you got to clear this side. And I decided I'm going to clear this other side. So that's what we're going to do. So... And the Kunzpanzer does hit me, but boy, does he pay. He pays with almost everything. And we're going to try and make sure he does not escape, because if we can kill him, we're going to go ahead and clear this side. So my thought in going up on that hill was that he was going to continue to escape, but it worked in my favor because it put my cupola up high where it was harder to hit. So... And there's our friend Artie, who has not really been after us, so I really can't say anything, but I do mention where he's at. Notice our Scorpion says, I'm paying for strippers if we win this, if you guys win this. So, just kind of... It's actually a pretty fun team. 3 people messaged me after the game, and which was great. Now, my thought is... This T-77 is low health. He's firing HE. My guess is he's still up here somewhere. So I would like to clear him out. I know he's a one-shot. And I don't feel like I really have the time to double bush. I need to just kill him. And that does work out. Now there's a risk that the Kunzpanzer is coming across here and could have killed me. But... Nevertheless, you got to take risks. And now we're down to only heat rounds because we fired all our standard rounds. We're up to 3,800 damage. We've got 5 kills, so maybe we can get a top gun here, right? As this LHM TV is doing his level best to defend. And doing quite a good job, actually. But he does end up going down. And now we're just going to go after this Lanson. Now, I didn't think that Lanson would be loaded. That was my mistake, and that puts me on 73 health. With 7 kills and probably a full health Kunzpanzer and Artie. So what do you do in this situation? Well, my guess is that Artie is going to try and move. And chances are he might move one of 2 directions. He's either going to go away from me or towards me. So what I want to do is I want to load HE because he's got 450 health. I've got 440 average damage. It gives me a chance to one-shot him in case I do get spotted here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, and we do spot him. So, and I pull back. I shouldn't have probably pulled back, but I needed to get gun depression anyway. And sure enough, we're able to one-shot him. So, and now we're going to stay behind this ridge because we're pretty certain that nobody is going to be able to shoot at us from behind this ridge. Now, I'm going to speed this section up because what I'm thinking is if this guy's smart, he's going to be up in this A34 is my guess, or he could be sitting down in these C5 area and hoping that I just blunder into him, right? So I'm going to check that out, but I'm also going to make a mistake here that almost costs us a game. So let's speed this up. Speedy Gonzalez. I was just trying to get see if I got spotted up from the knoll up here. I did not. Now we're going to move the tank around. And we've got look at the timer. I'm going to pause it here. Look at the timer. We have 3:28 to capture the base, and we have 3:07 left. So no matter what I do, if this guy is not going to come at me, holding the base really does me nothing, right? And I get some great information. That it looks like he hasn't moved. He's 5,000 battles, 400 win 8. So likely he is 45% win rate. He is likely AFK. So we're going to go in search of him. And let's speed this up some more. And we're trying to check to see if we get caught anywhere. If we get lit. And we're always trying to use a ridge line to not get lit. And there he is. So, and he is AFK. But I just didn't check the one spot he was at. But I was getting a little bit nervous. And you notice we've loaded HE rounds. Because why would I want to spend big credits on gold rounds on an AFK tank? So that is the end of the game. We picked up 9 kills, 5,600 damage. Let's see if we hit any blind shots, and we'll take a look at the after-action report. So before I say anything, I want to let you guys know, if you have any questions about how I played that or why I did what I did, please feel free to ask. I try to explain to you guys what's going on in my head, but, you know, with the shooting going on and explaining who I'm hitting and why, sometimes I miss out on some of that. So anyway, we got an ace tanker, of course. And it's my first ace tanker in this tank, I believe. We got a Radley Walters. We got a high caliber, and we ended up with the top gun. We were on top of our team with 1,599 experience, and we did hit a blind shot, 5,900 damage. And who was that? Probably the Lanson is my guess. It's not important. We did hit a blind shot. One thing I want to do is give a shout out to the guys that stayed. This Cumtron messaged me after the game. This Suicide Guns, he owes me strippers, although I don't think my wife will allow me to have those. So anyway, he might have to keep those. Johnny Invader, he messaged me afterwards, and then Kitten Explosions, which I think is a hilarious name, messaged me. So thanks for staying, guys, and watching the game. It was really fun, and I really enjoyed you guys giving me info and cheering me on. I really appreciate it. So 36 shots, 24 hits, 21 pens. So when we hit, most of the time we did pen. And we got 536 assists, which we were kind of playing backline. That's fine. We had a premium account due to the Halloween situation going on. And I also had a booster going, so we actually earned 28,000 credits this game. And although it shows 9,500 experience, I did hit the apply, of course, and ended up with 14,000 experience in this one game. So, hey, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry there's not been a lot of content. Had my other replays worked, I would have recorded them. Like I said, I'll probably send them to Bonzi. If you don't know about his channel, I can certainly direct you to his channel. So thanks again for watching. Tonester out.